Welcome to the BeanCast. By beans, for beans. It's like Kids Bop, but sexier.
I mean,
I like that.
Well, we'll keep it.
Okay.
That's good, and we'll do that for the rest of these.
Not all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
No, we'll change it up every time. As you can tell, we have no idea what we're doing.
But we are excited, and we are excited that y'all are here and listening. Y'all are probably the first one person. Hey, Mom, I'm glad you joined us today, because I know that you at least listen to this much of it.
I'll be listening.
I know. Y'all, Jeremy loves to hear himself talk. If you know him, you know that he will constantly talk at all times.
That's not true. I know when to be quiet, just
All
like
right.
when you're speaking. Go ahead.
All right. So, because you even had the nickname Bing, okay? And you know that we ain't going to make through however long we're going to be doing the BeanCast
Listen,
without...
this is what the BeanCast really is. We're just going to ignore him.
No? Okay, well,
We're a podcast.
we'll save Bing for later.
This is a podcast, and it's just us talking about things that interest us, because who doesn't do that on the internet nowadays?
Yeah, and we will give our personal opinions.
Because they matter.
We'll try not to hurt too many feelings, but if your feelings are hurt, well, get off the internet.
You're not a bean.
Well, they can still be beans.
Should we tell them to get off? Wait, should we tell them to get off?
My feelings get hurt sometimes, too. And
See,
I'm a
this
bean.
is rambling, though.
Never mind, we're not going to get there now.
We have a script. Not a script. We have an outline.
Yeah, we do have an outline of things we want to talk about.
Using it.
Technically, this
We
is
are,
a
actually.
part...
We're talking about the BeanCast.
Yeah, exactly. This is technically a part of our outline.
Listen, we really don't know what we're doing.
I mean, we know enough to do it.
That's true.
All right, so...
We do know how to run a program.
That is... We do, right into the ground.
Yep.
No, I'm just kidding. It's still around. So we are going to be talking about a few different things that that interest us, and we believe interest other people too. We'll talk different video game stuff, our opinions, our what we liked, what we disliked, some news, things are going to be coming up on different video games that we like, and some games that we really don't care about, but we know y'all like because, well, we do care about other beans, not just us. We're also going to be talking about movies and TV shows and different stuff that we know people are interested in. We'll give our own personal opinions because, again, that's what we do on the internet.
Our opinions matter.
And we know that y'all are interested in the opinions of other beings.
That is true. Especially us.
Yeah, we're also interested in your opinions and what you care about. So feel free to
Get back to us.
Yes.
And yell at us. Be
Yes.
angry. We love to respond to angry comments. That
will
gotta
be our thing, and
that's
we
gotta be a
may
thing.
share your angry comment on the BeanCast. We just won't mention your name because we're not into trashing people. We just like having a good time
That's true.
because we are beans,
Yes.
and we love doing bean things. All right. I mean, you can laugh. I mean,
Okay.
it's like we're
I
talking
don't know
to
if
people.
I'm trying to be like.
It's
yeah,
not
okay.
like we're gonna go back and cut out us having a good time. So we're just cut out some of the
Oh, who are you,
crazy
man?
stuff. Oh, that's a good idea. I am the OG Bean.
No, you're Kent, you idiot. This is Kent, and who am I?
You're Jeremy.
I don't know. We'll find out.
You were Jeremy. All right, and then okay, so yeah. All right, now I'm Kent.
We probably should have started with I am
We
Kent.
probably should have started with something like that, but I like the Kids Bop reference. That was fun.
Yeah. By
I am Kent. I usually work in the education field. I like to teach, but we aren't going to be teaching today. We're going to be talking about things that beans
Teach
love.
you something.
Well, maybe about Kids Bop. And Jeremy, go ahead and
never
introduce
actually
yourself
listened to
because we
Kids
do
Bop.
have to have you on the show too.
I am Jeremy. I have no profession at all. I'm homeless.
You're not a hobo. You rent a room in my house.
Yes. I am the one. I am the conjurer of beans.
Well,
I don't know. What should
You
I
were
say?
the one
I do.
that- you were the
I
one-
work in a shop. I make stuff out of wood.
yeah,
Actually,
you're working. the
I'm an
wood shop.
artist. I'm an artist.
Well,
No, I'm an
something like
artist.
that.
No, people buy my stuff.
they do. I sell it.
Yeah, you do.
So anyway, we may share. You know, we live in the same house together, and we own or I own the property. Jeremy rents it from me, but we are both responsible for making renovations and different stuff that we enjoy.
We're going to talk to you about our what we do.
Yeah, we may share some of that, but at a later date. Or
maybe our lives
are
now the spectacle of the public.
Yeah, and trust me, we are very interesting. One thing I love about our family, there is 7 people in our family, so there's 2 of us, so there has to be 5 others because math is hard. And so
he doesn't teach that, actually.
I don't teach math, thankfully. Otherwise, we'd all be idiots.
Teaches him.
But one thing I love about our family is we can go to talking about a million different things, and of course, somebody needed to make some sort of a show out of it. And we never would have made it on some reality TV because that's all fake, and we all know it. But this here is real, and we are real.
This really is reality.
We are 7 real people who do real things.
Say real one more time. That's good.
I will later.
Because you're real serious about it.
We're all beans, I think. Because our whole family beans. I know Aaron's a bean. Old Ben's a bean. Come on, Triple B too. Big boy Ben.
They don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but hopefully Ben's listening if he made it this far.
He probably shut us off at
Triple B, Big Boy Ben, mark. Beta Boy Ben. What do you call him, Jeremy?
10%. Big Boy Ben.
Big Boy Ben. Okay.
Sometimes the Great Northern Beans.
All right. We're not getting into that. We'll make that a poll later, like I said. So
a poll?
Well, concerning us too, because we all know who the OG Bean is.
It's me.
Okay. No. All right. Back on our outline here.
Yeah.
I guess they know about the BeanCast now and what it is and all that good stuff. Video
We're
games,
podcast,
movies,
guys.
TV,
everything
talk.
that interests us.
We will be doing real
guns, and guts and glory for all bean kind.
Just keep the list going. All right, now let's get a move on here, Jeremy.
Yes, I know. I wrote it. I don't.
No. We'll be talking, like I said, video games, TVs, movies, different stuff like that. Well, TV shows. I keep saying
video
TVs,
game
like
news.
About
There's
TVs.
Nothing new in video games.
Well, we're gonna do more. We're gonna be
doing
giving more opinions and just talking base stuff for this episode concerning all this stuff. We will actually do real research and get.
We haven't done our job,
guys. Out to you.
We actually are lazy.
We have done a lot. We have been working hard, really, really hard.
Yes, I got this microphone today.
Yes, we've been working really, really hard, but in our real jobs. This here is our side stuff, but we'll go to our side business at the end of the episode. So stay tuned because you are going to love what it's called, but we'll get there. First,
they won't love the product?
They'll love what it
We're selling you something.
They will love, they will love what it is also.
Product placement.
I don't know if it's product placement, if it's us. Okay, first we're going to start with video game news because there's a lot of stuff going on in the video game world.
We have like one thing.
Yeah, there's nothing going on in the video game world.
Well, there is actually a lot of things going on for each individual community of video games. Each video game has its own special community. A moment of silence for all of our brethren. I don't know. All right.
A moment of silence for what?
Listen, biggest news that concerns me as a bean is Halo Infinite. And
what about Halo?
I don't know.
I don't play Halo.
Okay.
And we'll get into some of the stuff that I don't do and how we're going to fix that.
Yeah, we're going to fix Kent.
Okay,
so Halo Infinite's received a little bit of controversy lately because of its skill-based matchmaking. Apparently, a lot of people don't like to be ranked with people that are about as good as them, which is interesting.
I mean, it makes sense. I would rather be better than me.
Well,
and not verse people, or at least
you'd rather win and stomp on people, right?
Yes, of
but
course.
What happens when you, a player of low skill,
I mean, I get it,
comes up against God?
I will not verse God in a video game.
You will lose. They won't put you with God. They'll put you with, I don't know,
some lesser being.
Yeah, because you are lesser.
I am.
And
lesser than God.
No, I mean you're just lesser in general.
Well,
no. Anyways, so what's your opinion on skill-based matchmaking, though? Because basically what it is, it makes sure that you don't go into a lobby,
right,
with people that are either insanely better, like pros, or people who've just picked up a mouse and keyboard for the first time.
Well, thankfully I don't play with a mouse and keyboard because otherwise I'd really be garbage. Because I barely can. For the growing up, I was always better at video games than everybody else.
No, you wasn't.
I was. I really was.
Really?
And then
I guess,
we all got old enough, and you challenged me. Me and you were probably the best.
I am the best.
Out of us
why I'm
four
the
of the
OG.
original Beans, okay, which is me and Jeremy and Big Boy Ben and Aaron, and me and you are probably the best. And next might be, I don't know, Ben and Aaron are pretty much the same to me.
Really?
Yeah. Where would you?
It's
rank
because
them
all
to?
you ever do is run them over. You only play one game with them.
We played Red Dead together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we did whoop them.
No, you just run them over with
On
your horse.
horses.
Okay. Anyways,
No, I'm talking about on the verses though.
Yeah.
I know I do that. It's real fun watching Ben's character fly off his horse and into a ditch. It's fun watching him do that in real life, but we ain't gonna ever see that.
no, I think we can.
We probably would, but then we'd have to call him to come get himself out because he's a fireman, a firefighter. People, remember
What
that?
are they called?
Firemen.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I call
A
them firefighter.
firefighter? I thought they were firefighters.
Firemen. Firefighters.
A fireman?
It depends on where you're at, I think.
No, it's totally not fireman. It's
Big
firefighter.
Boy Ben, I know you're listening to this. Please tell us if it's firefighter or firemen.
I think I'm a lot louder than you are in the mic.
No, well, that's because I'm kind of leaned back.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just back up a little bit.
I'm
Get
not
out of
gonna
my face.
slouch. Why would I slouch? I'm not in
Well,
your
I'm
face.
not slouching. Anyway. All right, so let's get back to what we were talking about Red Dead a little bit there, which was
okay.
on your thing because
It
we were supposed to have
eventually. We
'cause
were supposed
today,
to play the update.
We
We were about a week late on the update.
No, it came out yesterday.
It did? It came out
We are
yesterday?
recording this July 14th, okay? And so the Red Dead update, the new one, the Blood Money update, came out yesterday. And Jeremy tried to download it because his computer is a little whack. And it just took too long, and so he didn't get a chance
not
to
my
play
computer,
it.
it's the
And I'm
internet.
big on Spider-Man right now because I just got a
trying to upload
PlayStation
this.
4. And so we haven't played it yet.
Yeah,
So
he
we'll
just
have
got
to
a
get-
PlayStation 4, guys.
We will have to get back to you
because
on that.
PS5s are impossible to find, along with literally everything else that's out now.
I'm just not interested in buying a PS5 right now.
Because they're dummy expensive. Oh, they're not dummy expensive.
They're normal for a
Yeah.
new station.
There's
So-
not a lot of things. There's not a lot of incentives with the new consoles.
No, because all the games I can get there, I can get for a PlayStation 4.
Exactly. There's no new next generation games other than like what? No,
I don't
there's
know.
no. I don't
know
I don't
anyone,
think.
But I'm not.
I know
too
that the
keen.
Xbox Series X came out with zero
Yeah, I'm not too keen on
exclusives
new
or
games anyway.
anything like that. Which we're gonna fix that actually,
We
because
are,
you don't.
But
Because
we will get there. We'll get there. Let's
Okay.
go back to skill-based matchmaking. You've been talking about that.
man.
Now, me, I don't really have a problem with it because ultimately I want to get better.
right.
I want to get better. I
And the
want to
way you
be
get
better
better-
than you.
Okay, you're never gonna get better than me.
I
I actually
definitely-
don't get matched with you because I'm better.
We always get matched together because we're always playing on the same server or whatever. But look,
We're always in the same party.
excuse
but
me. Yeah, the same party.
Notice that when we're not playing together, he never matches with me.
Yeah,
Because we're
because
playing different games.
we're always playing. I never play. We never play at the same time and never play together.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but I get it. It just depends on what you're looking
He
for.
likes playing
It
together.
depends on what you're looking for. Okay, if you're wanting to get better at the game that you're playing, this is like a big deal.
Right.
Okay,
because-
you want to get matched with people just so, on your same level, so you can get better than
or
them.
even a little better than them,
Sure.
so that you can watch how they play and then mimic that and beat them.
and then that's how you get better. That's how you
Right,
get better
but
at anything.
the problem comes is whenever. All right, think about this. You get home from work. All right, you're tired. What do you want to do? You want to play a video game. You want to relax. You don't want to go full try-hard mode. But with skill-based matchmaking, you're forced to go full try-hard mode because you're matched with people of equal or greater skill around your skill range. So you don't even get the chance to relax. But without it,
Then you need to play a
you
different
can
game if
go
you're
up against a
tired.
bunch of junk.
Play a
chunks.
different game than if you're tired. You're gonna have to get over it.
You heard it here first, folks. Country Style says, get over it.
Kent said that. The OG Bean. Okay. Now I tell myself just to get over it. One time I told my girlfriend just to get over it.
He has no more girlfriend, actually. He
I
ate
do
her.
not. You're right.
She is gone.
She is gone.
Moment of silence. So you don't play any actual all right, your gaming forte, your portfolio of games is limited to Fallout, Red Dead Redemption 2.
I played one. Also, I like
All right, Red
just
Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, we'll just keep it like that.
And that's it, actually.
No?
You literally tried to get into other games.
Whoa, calm
okay,
down.
Star Wars games, but you
Okay,
love Star
calm
Wars
down.
in general.
You see that over there?
Okay.
That is B.J. Blazkowicz.
Okay, Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein, baby.
It's like four franchises.
And I've been on Spider-Man.
You just played Spider-Man.
That's because I just got a PlayStation.
I offered you to play on mine.
Yeah, but I want my own.
See the problem? It's excuses. Excuses.
Let's go over the games that I've tried to play but couldn't get into, and not because they're not good games. I just couldn't get into them, and I'm not for sure why. And there's also another one.
He plays on the easy.
Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I got into that one hard. Okay, really.
Yeah, you did.
Really good.
Yeah, you did.
You did. I bought Leonidas' spear, and it never showed up.
Really? It never showed up?
It was only like $20, but yeah, I did.
You could have gotten it at GameStop.
Well, it wasn't there when I was.
Oh, sadness.
But okay, but that's it. That's still not big. So this is a couple of games that I've tried to get into that I have not been able to. I just haven't been able to, and it's not because they're not good games. I don't know. I couldn't ever figure it out. One is The Outer Worlds, which I played with I bought the day it came out with high expectations because Obsidian made it. Okay,
because we don't pre-order because we're not retards.
And I'm a big Fallout New Vegas fan because I love Fallout.
They made the original Fallout. Obsidian. Those guys are from the
Fallout 3. You talking about?
No. I mean
the original.
Fallout, the isometric strategy game, and then Fallout 2, and then I think. Yeah, right before Bethesda bought the license to Fallout, the guys who made those games were there, and then they were absorbed and they started Obsidian. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, and so I was real excited, and I got through a good portion of it. I ended up killing off a village because when you don't know a game, at least with me, you don't know a game and you're trying to figure it out, you end up killing somebody by accident.
You massacre.
And then you have
when
to
you
kill
don't know what to do, just kill everyone.
Then you have to kill everybody because otherwise they'll kill you. That happened to me at Megaton at Fallout 3. My first playthrough. At one point, not at the very beginning, but at one point.
That's what Stalin did. He didn't know what to do, so he just started killing people.
Well, we won't get into that this episode.
Neither did Hitler. I don't think Hitler knew what he was doing, because he just killed everyone.
Yeah, he didn't kill Aryans, though. Unless they were...
He's weird. Anyways.
Dark turn.
Yeah.
But anyway, we did just get done talking about Wolfenstein a little bit.
And you just said when you don't know what to do in a video game, you just start killing people. So, to be fair...
Do not compare me to him. Do not. Okay,
compare you to who? Say it.
No. The Outer Worlds, okay?
Don't put your arm up like that.
The Outer Worlds is not a bad game. It's not a bad game.
It got raving reviews.
I could not get into it. And they're coming out with a second one, so I'm going to have to play it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to. But we'll get into that in a little bit, too. Okay, so anyway.
Quit teasing things and just talk.
No, okay, I'm getting there. I want to build it up.
You're tantalizing.
I love building. Don't say things like that on Publix.
What? Oh, okay. We're live? Okay.
We are.
We're not live. I can cut that in post.
Yeah, but
should I cut it? I'm going to cut it. No, I'm not going to cut it. We'll see. We'll just feel. We'll just do how I feel.
And either y'all will know what he's talking about now, or you won't.
Yeah, because I'm not going to cut this part.
Okay, so The Outer Worlds. Another one was Cyberpunk 2077.
To be fair, though, that game was a major disappointment at launch.
But we all expected that because...
No.
I expected it.
I did not.
I expected it because
they never played The Witcher either.
Building it up.
You never played The Witcher either.
I never started that either, though. It's not like I started it and stopped like with these two games.
Yeah, but you didn't. That's even worse. You didn't even give it the time of day.
Is that worse? Y'all can tell us in the comments if that was worse. I think it's just as bad. I think starting and not finishing it is bad. Mainly, I guess I feel that way because I lost money.
That's true. So wait, okay. So Cyberpunk 2077 was really bad at launch. We all know that.
Yeah, it flippity flop.
It was bad, and it made tons of money from pre-orders.
Yeah, well, that's not what I was meaning though.
So that's a good reason though why you got into it and just couldn't finish. I plowed my way through that game in like 2 days, and
I remember that.
I was kind of disappointed on a real note. Probably because it crashed every 30 minutes.
Let me ask you this, and I'll find this out for myself, but I would like your opinion. Is Keanu Reeves a good voice actor, or is he just a good actor? Or do you not think he's a good actor?
No, he's an excellent actor and an excellent voice actor.
Is he a good voice actor? Okay.
Johnny Silverhand was one of the best parts of that game. Now, but you got to remember, though, he's got his own brand of molasses, okay? All right, he's got his not Cracker Barrel molasses.
Are you talking about real molasses, or are you talking about his style of acting?
His style of acting, okay. I'm just trying
molasses.
Dude, molasses is no. Listen, okay, we're not gonna get off on molasses. He's got his own brand of acting. When I say molasses, it's his voice.
Don't try to imitate
So
him.
I almost did. I was about to. No, on a real note, he's got his you can't get his brand anywhere. But to be fair, he can't play everything. He's not like a Woody Harrelson that can just do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I love Woody Harrelson. Woody, if you ever hear this, you've apparently followed me on
He's
Facebook.
Really.
No, I'm saying if he ever hears this.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big fan.
Listen,
I'm glad you were.
Right? Oh, where can you find us? That probably should have been. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Woody Harrelson, if you're listening, he has very strong, affectionate feelings for you.
No, I wouldn't call it affection.
He loves you. That was your words, man.
Now,
Quoted. It's gonna be on the Forbes.
Now
Country style beans.
These are a couple of my favorite actors. Okay, these are my. All right, I buy Liam Neeson movies I've never even watched simply because it's Liam Neeson and I know it's going to be the same movie that I watched 20 times.
Every single movie
except for a different backstory.
Every single movie except for Star Wars is the same exact movie.
Yeah, and even then, I still kind of get the same vibes.
Yeah, because he dies in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, he never dies.
Yeah, that's different.
Bonnie tried to tell me that he died in The Marksman, but I don't think he died. I think he just went to sleep.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I also sleep sometimes, but usually not. Well, let's move on. We'll talk about what's going to cure my disease.
Okay. First off, I don't think
games.
I don't think
and
we
never finishing them.
expounded enough on how little games he's actually ever played. I would come up to him and be like, "Dude, you would love this game. You should play it." And he's like, "No, it's hot garbage."
I would say
hot garbage.
Hot garbage. I would say it just like that too.
And it's like a legit good game.
But it was usually while I was playing Fallout and didn't want to play.
Exactly.
But I was like that way with The Office too until I watched it and then I loved it. I don't stop watching it now.
He got that way with The Office. So, I mean, he managed to actually start watching and enjoying The Office. He just doesn't give any video game that he doesn't know anything about any time of day.
I played a PlayStation 2 until 2017.
Yeah, he actually.
When you walked in with an Xbox that was free.
Yes, I gave him my old.
No,
Xbox
scratch that.
One.
I had a PS3. I ended up.
Yeah, but you barely played the PS3.
That's because I had it for just a little bit of time. I'm not defending myself. My point of saying that was to make.
He's hot garbage when it comes to trying out new things.
Yeah, well, new video games specifically, and new food at restaurants that I love to go to.
Okay, I was about to say, what's the last new thing you tried at Taco Bell? Mm-hmm, exactly.
I definitely had to try that.
Chicken quesadillas. It's his thing. Anyways,
well, I go between
he is a
cheesy
creature.
Gordita crunch with no lettuce. You get a cheesy gordita crunch without the crunch, and it's just a soft taco inside of a soft taco with that ranch stuff that they put in there. You put some fire sauce in there.
Just ranch.
Well, it's got some sort of seasoning in it. It's not just that. But anyway, and then you put the fire sauce on there, and then you down it in 2 bites.
I want y'all to know that he's like making these motions with his hands. He is adamant about his.
That's how
food.
I talk with my hands.
Listen, he is a creature of habit. I'm trying to paint this picture. Okay, once he's set in stone on what he likes, he never like defers from it. Is that a word? Defers? I don't think that's. What is the word I'm looking for?
It is. Defers to it.
He never goes from his own path. He never goes from his habits.
I create a schedule. I follow that schedule every week. Once a weekend, whenever I'm not out fundraising, I clean my house. It is a thing that I do.
He's a chump.
I have to, because otherwise it gets real dirty.
Well, that's normal though. Cleaning house is normal.
I'm just saying it's a part of the habit. It's a part of the schedule. If I don't have to fundraise on the weekends, I take Thursday off.
Okay, no, but that's all normal though. I'm talking about like.
Well, I'm just okay. It probably is normal. I don't know. I don't know other people. I mean,
we really don't. We're hermits.
Well, not hermits.
I don't know. The people we know are kind of interesting in general.
Yeah. Well, the people we work with, ex-drug addicts and stuff.
Yeah. So
it's very interesting stories.
We're not with
and
normal
completely
people.
Worth it.
And we might tell y'all if y'all really want to hear it, Mom.
Mom works with us too, but we do not live with our moms.
Yes. Hold up. One mom. We have one mom.
2 people, 1 mom.
We do not live with our mother.
Sorry, I don't speak English
plural.
the good.
Yeah, obviously. We have a father also.
We have 1 mom and 1 dad.
Everyone has a father.
Yeah, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So
where
anyway.
are we? What are we doing? Okay, we're going to break Kent out of his habits, and the first step is all the way. We're going to start with video games. Okay, every single week he's going to have played a brand new video game that I am going to force him.
In between each episode, we're still
which is going to be about a week. We're trying.
Yeah,
okay?
that is our goal. We're not sure if it's going to be exactly 7 days apart. We'll try to get a release date, and the more we do this, the more we'll get into more of a schedule, and we'll be able to release it more often.
We might actually have 2 mics.
Yeah, eventually. But in between an episode, I will play a new video game as long as I have money to afford them, and I will try my best. I already got a few in there, like I said,
Game
that I have
Pass,
not really
man.
been able to play.
Just subscribe to Game Pass. It's like a Netflix of games.
Okay.
Hashtag not sponsored.
All right, I might do that.
Yeah, and then you just listen. He's gonna be playing some Resident Evil. Okay, he's gonna play Doom. All right. Doom will be his first one because it's a Bethesda game, and he's kind of a Bethesda.
All right. Let's take a step back before I say I love Bethesda because
he used to.
I really don't like glitches.
He
so
really
you can't
doesn't
love
like
Bethesda
Bethesda.
and not like glitches.
He just likes the story that the people of Bethesda write about his favorite.
Actually,
characters
it's
in
more
video games.
like I like the
You
stories.
can't say you like the gameplay of Fallout
I
because
like-
it's trash.
Well, it depends on what you like.
No,
I don't like the glitches. I like VATS and stuff. It's okay.
well, because it makes the game easier for you. You don't have to aim with VATS.
I mean, that's not a reason, but I mean, it's not a bad thing either for me. But I love the story. It's more like the stories that they inherited from people that they just expounded on. That's what it is with Wolfenstein and
Yeah, that's true.
and Fallout. That's pretty much what that is. But either way,
Oh, Skyrim. Bethesda made the Elder Scrolls, which is another thing you'll play.
yeah. And
We'll get you to play that. We'll get you to play
that is
Starfield.
in the same universe as Fallout, though, and Doom is in the same universe as Wolfenstein.
Apparently,
And so I'm big.
he's
okay with
excited because it's the same. Yeah. So
So
we'll start branching off small. In between episodes, he will play games to completion. Okay, you can't just start it and stop.
Yeah, I
You
know.
gotta finish the story.
I know.
I'm not saying 100% it, but at least finish it.
Yeah. In between now and next episode, y'all comment. Tell us what game should I play.
Yes, please comment, smash that like button, hit subscribe, score that
Because
goal,
that tells us
get that hole in one,
because that tells us which game I need to play.
touchdown.
No, you need to comment. Tell us if you got my number. You message me. Tell
I'm
me
gonna
which one I need to
put it
try.
on the I'm gonna put it in the description, his phone number for you guys.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
a good idea.
I don't know.
No, that's a great idea.
I don't know.
You'll get all these random texts from random strangers. Who
So
doesn't
anyway.
want their privacy invaded fully?
Okay.
We're gonna set up cameras all around him.
Now look, for real, tell me a game that you want me to play, and we'll break me out of this habit. I really do want to get out of this life controlling issue.
For an extra $50 on Patreon, we will film him shower.
No. No.
Really break him out of his habits.
That is not a breaking of habits. It is a breaking of privacy. Even though I would love
Which
for y'all
is
to
a
see
habit.
my Dwight Schrute
Stop,
shower
stop.
curtain.
Don't finish that. Don't. Just let's move on.
Dude, it is awesome.
Your Dwight Schrute.
My entire
awesome.
bathroom is full of the office stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be full of
It's
even
like a
more office stuff
shrine.
eventually.
It's like a shrine.
Not really.
I don't know.
I
On
got
the
a
door it
Fallout
says the
bedroom,
office, and I
got
walk
a
in there. I'm
Mountain Dew
expecting a
off-
desk.
or kitchen.
And next thing I know, I see the throne.
Yeah, and Dwight looking at you.
Yeah, Dwight stares at me every time I take a dump.
Okay,
I'm
moving
saying-
on. Y'all
He
pick,
stares right at. All right.
pick a game, tell me a game, and I'll try that game, and I will tell you what I think about it because my opinion matters, and y'all are listening, so apparently you want to hear my opinion.
Maybe they want to hear my opinion.
Not really, but we'll hear it
know.
anyway, Bean.
That's true. He actually had a game this week, and it took him this long to play it. And he says he's a fan, but it took him this long to actually play it. With me offering to just give him the game.
But I want to.
But he wanted.
I want to
himself.
build my own collection.
All right,
and
Spider-Man.
have my own.
Okay, he
you
played-
know, I've loved Spider-Man my entire life.
Yeah.
I used to write Spider-Man books when I
Love
was a
is
kid,
a strong word.
and it's a very appropriate word.
It is not.
I love you, Spider-Man.
No. I love you more. That's what I'm trying to get at because I got all of the. Anyways. Okay.
Well, if Peter Parker shows up and says you love him more, then I will believe you, but he won't.
That's true.
And if he does,
Toby?
I want his autograph because I love him.
McGuire, I'm looking at you, pal.
Or Tom Holland. Anyone but Andrew Garfield. But
Honestly.
if you do want to, if you do want to meet me, I will happily meet you because I know you love Spider-Man just as much as I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I did like You and Hacksaw Ridge. That was a good movie. Anyways, okay.
never watched it. Maybe that's another thing we'll do is I'll watch movies I've never watched before.
Yeah,
too.
but you're more open to watching movies.
Yeah, because it doesn't take as long.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, it's a good segue into our next segment.
We didn't finish what you thought about Spider-Man.
Oh.
Dude, you're moving too fast, man. We've only done 30 minutes. Holy, man, we can really just talk forever. I'm sorry. And is my voice too monotone?
Thank y'all for being here to listen to us talk. I know
Yes,
you want to hear us
thank
talk.
you.
That's why y'all are the real
All
beans.
the love and all the kisses.
All right, sit back, man.
Sorry.
Okay. I loved the Spider-Man. Now, I really look forward to seeing the Sinister Six in live action. But playing and beating them in a video game was pretty much fun, too. I really enjoyed the story, the voice acting, all of it was really good. I really enjoyed it. It just kind of, I felt like the Doc Ock story was actually done really well. There was real emotion behind it.
I nerded out when I found out that Dr. Octavius
Well, yeah,
was
and he's
in
your
it.
favorite.
He's my favorite.
Now, I don't know if you could... Now, I know in the Spider-Man 2 video game with Tobey Maguire, Mysterio was in there as a side villain. And you could easily... If you can make Mr. Negative a main villain, then you can make Mysterio a main villain. All right? Now, I loved their betrayal of Mr. Negative in here. Because he's a small villain, small-time villain, but he made a great main villain for that video game.
He meant portrayal. Not betrayal. It sounded like you said betrayal. I'm like, are you... What are you
Maybe
talking
I
about?
did say that.
Who
I didn't mean
betrayed
to.
who?
Portrayal. A very good portrayal of Mr. Negative.
Trailing?
I thought it was very good. But ultimately, I would love to see Mysterio in a video game. I was very happy to see him in a movie. I can't tell you how big excited I was to watch Mysterio. And they did him absolutely perfect. A perfect portrayal in that movie.
He's talking about Far From Home.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know.
Spider-Man Far From Home. Jake Gyllenhaal,
Hashtag
you did a fantastic job. I know you also listen.
Yes.
Yo, we got some famous people listening today.
Yeah, that means you all better be listening, okay?
Otherwise, we'll sue, maybe.
I don't think we can sue.
I don't know if I can afford it. Anyway, but I love Mysterio, and they did it perfect.
Like cars?
All right, stop.
Okay.
We're not going down that trail. I did love their portrayal of Mysterio. I mean, they did him perfect. He even framed Spider-Man at the end, which is such a Mysterio thing for Mysterio to do. Like, if he didn't frame Spider-Man in some way, then he probably wouldn't have been as good. But the fact that they even did it was good, even though I don't really love the idea of him outing Peter Parker as Spider-Man. But that's a movie topic. We're going to stay on video
I was about to
games
say,
here.
for those of you that don't really know, he did actually play this game, although he just talked about something that the trailers could have shown him. He did actually play the game.
And I've just started playing the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Don't spoil it. I haven't played it yet.
I'm not going to talk about that game. I'm just going to say I love that they teased it so much in that video game, the regular Spider-Man video game, because it I don't know. I knew it immediately when I saw him. I was like, man, so because I played this game after Miles Morales' Spider-Man had come out, so it wasn't like a big, whoa, my goodness, I can't believe Miles Morales is in this game.
I didn't because I love Spider-Man.
Well, I love him too.
Anyways,
but and that was a cool little side thing that they put in there. I don't know. I've always kind of liked Electro too. I thought they did him pretty well. I mean, it's very hard if you see the comics and Electro's old costume. It really doesn't make too much sense for like a movie or a video game. But they did it. They did his, fantastic. I guess, his quote unquote costume pretty well in this Spider-Man video game. There isn't any backstory. They kind of just drop you in there because you've already whooped them guys once.
But through the dialogue, you gotta realize this though. Through the dialogue in that game, and how well the writing is, you don't need just extensive backstories of all of them to be just
fight them
dumped on you.
I know.
It's perfect.
And maybe they did that on purpose because when you put too many villains in a movie or a video game, it can get real bad.
Exactly. You run out of time to expound on
Shout out to you, Spider-Man 3.
And 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh, the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. They did Electro perfect. You can tell where they spent all their time was on Jamie Foxx. The Green Goblin side story mattered nothing to me because they were just trying to set up and make more money. When you have a story to tell, focus on the story you have to tell. With the Spider-Man game, they actually they had their story to tell. The main villain was Dr. Octopus, and they told his story. They didn't try and focus also on all these other different villains.
Was the main villain Doc Ock, or was it?
It was totally Dr. Octopus.
Mr. Negative.
Well, see, there's the deal, though. Mr. Negative is a whole different side story. They handle that, so that's why video games are so
listen,
amazing.
I watched some of the behind the scenes, whatever you want to call it for a video game, of the producers.
Behind the scenes,
And
man.
they considered, okay, whatever. They consider Mr. Negative their main villain.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Mr. Negative is see? Who loves Spider-Man more?
Okay, but who's the last who is the last bad guy you fight?
Well, it was Doc Ock, of course.
Amen.
Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to hide nothing from nobody.
What I'm trying to say is...
But they did consider Mr. Negative the main one. But the fact that he had any sizable portion of that video game being Mr. Negative and nobody even knows he exists, at least people who
He didn't know
really
he
know
existed.
I knew he existed.
You knew he existed?
I did.
Okay, my
I
bad.
did. I didn't know much of his backstory or anything.
What I'm trying to say is Dr. Octopus had more emotional pull on me, at least. He pulled my heartstrings.
He really
a bit more.
did, and that's because they focused a lot on his backstory, whereas Mr. Negative kind of just got placed in there. And they kind of they talked a little bit about it. And Norman Osborn is the reason why Mr. Negative was made. You know, he's the one that made Mr. Negative by accident because, you know, that's just science.
To be
Science
fair,
accidentally creates villains.
You can also kind of look at it like this. Everything's told to the perspective of Peter Parker and what Peter Parker knows and what Peter Parker finds out.
Right.
So you can say that you didn't have to expound that much on Mr. Negative because he wasn't necessarily that big in Peter Parker's life. Yeah, he was tied to Aunt May through Feast and all that stuff, and he was acquaintances with him or friends at first, but he wasn't his mentor like Dr. Octopus was. So I think that's why I thought Dr. Octopus was the main villain, because he really did just show up in that second act and just steamroll everything.
He did.
He took over.
He changed the entire face of New York City overnight.
Mm-hmm. He changed the dynamic of the video game.
Breaking out everybody from the raft and the other. What is the other one?
No, there's just the raft. He broke everyone out of the raft.
I thought that there was like a secondary prison too.
Dude, you played this yesterday.
I know, but I thought that's what I heard. My goodness, my brain hurts. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna be talking.
That was awesome.
We're gonna move on to movie and TV talk, and it's called TV talk, even though TV don't really exist. We got Disney Plus, we got Paramount.
That's what I'm talking
Plus,
about. It ain't
we got
no
Peacock,
television.
we got Amazon
Peacock?
Prime. Yeah, that's why I watch The Office on nowadays.
Huh. I thought you had like the box set.
I do have that too, but that's too much work.
Yeah, that's true.
Now
okay.
listen,
Loki finished today.
Let's stop for a second.
Let's
take a step back. I want to make a comment about Peacock. I bought the smaller version of it, and I knew there was going to be some commercials, but it stops the episode halfway in the middle, or parts of the episode in the middle of the episode. Okay, we'll just say it like that, and it gives me a trailer, and then it's as if the movie is still playing while the trailer's playing, and then it drops me a little farther ahead in the story.
That is terrible.
Yeah, it almost made me cancel my subscription.
Dude, get your stuff together, Peacock.
You got to change that, man. You got to change that.
Man. I didn't even know that. I don't.
Yeah, I did. I did. But I still might renew it because it really is so convenient just to have The Office on my phone. Because, you know, it makes me feel better. Okay.
Wait, so they just keep playing the show as the commercial goes? So you got to turn it back, but if you turn it back, does it play the commercial again?
Yeah.
It does?
Because I tried working with it. What? At least it did for me. Maybe it was just my app is messed up, and it made
that's not a thing.
I don't know. I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, so all right, now let's move on. We're gonna
steal your money.
We'll start with TV talk and talk about. Money. Let's give first opinions on just real brief opinions on the TV series on Disney Plus that have already came out. Okay, the first one, WandaVision.
I was very underwhelmed.
No. Say it how you said it earlier to me. You went in excited and you left not excited.
Yeah. I went in with high expectations. I went in excited and I wanted to know. There was such an interesting concept, okay, with WandaVision, the whole concept of the show and the trailers. I was so excited going into that show, and I left so disappointed.
And the thing is, halfway through, we were. I feel the exact same way. I went in there excited, left very not excited.
It was like the last episode.
And then the thing is, halfway through, I got really excited when stinking Quicksilver showed up from the X-Men trilogy. The X-Men.
There's actually more than 3
I
X-Men
know.
movies.
I don't know why I said trilogy.
He's actually in the
movies.
Fourth one.
Okay.
No, fifth one that came out. Sorry.
Well, whatever. But he was my favorite portrayal of Quicksilver.
With a P.
Yeah.
As in boysenberry.
That is a P.
Wait, is that a P? Or is that a...
Boysenberry.
Boysen or poison? Anyways,
not a poison berry, but
the boysenberry is a bee.
Is that really? Is that really a fruit? Anyway, it's not WandaVision
Does it
related.
have seeds?
WandaVision was a very underwhelming and very sad. I wish that Doctor Strange would have been in there. I heard what Kevin Feige said about not putting Doctor Strange in there, and if what I heard is true, it's really kind of lame. I don't think it was that. I think he was just trying to save him.
Well, what did Kevin Feige say about?
He said, "Now I don't. This is not a direct quote. Okay, again,
Not
this
a
is
direct
what I
quote.
heard through the
Disclaimer.
grapevine." All right, my sister Bonnie, I think, actually the one that told me this. It may have been Aaron.
Hearsay.
Both of them are unreliable sources, and I know you may be watching or not watching, but listening. And yes, you're unreliable. I'm
But
sorry.
you're trash.
But you are beans. But that's okay. We're all beans here, talking about bean things in a bean way.
Hashtag BeanCast.
Okay.
Okay. What did he say, man? Tell us.
Oh, he said he didn't want the day to be rescued by a male character.
Are you serious?
But
I did hear that.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know
to
that
be
was you
rescued
two.
by a or not even rescue, but not to have a male character rescue the day.
Save the day.
Save the day. Which is just
damsel in
lame. Who
distress.
cares?
Who cares?
if a male character saves the day?
Listen, I didn't get upset when Captain Marvel came and absolutely destroyed that ship. Sorry, I get excited.
As a matter of fact, I loved it because it was
awesome.
because it was in game, and I loved that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was great.
So, but I
can't
just
just
thought
start-
that was lame, and it just was more nails in the coffin of WandaVision was a big bummer to me.
Yeah.
So let's move on. Captain, or let's see, no, what is it?
Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Spoiler alert.
Falcon.
No,
and the Winter Soldier.
remember the end?
Yeah, but it's not called that at the beginning.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It kept me. The fight scenes were really good, of course, because all the Captain America fight scenes have been real good throughout the Captain America movies. Is what I mean.
Good choreography is what he means.
Well, yeah, duh.
Big word.
And I loved, and I liked the story. I love that they brought Zemo back. Zemo is the reason why Thanos won. Because if Zemo wouldn't have split the stinking Avengers up, then Thanos would have got whooped when he came to Earth.
Indeed.
He would have got whooped because he would have came to Earth sooner.
Agreement.
And Thanos' children, whom he sent to do what he planned to do himself, ended up getting whooped. Would have got whooped too. But the fact they brought Zemo in, kind of expounded on his character a little bit, and showed him in his underground network or whatever, was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that they brought the Wakandan. What are they called?
The Wakandans.
I know that's their nationality. What they're called. I'm talking
I don't know, those guard ladies.
The guards. One of them showed up.
There's a name for them. We're
That
not
was
that
cool.
smart.
We will have to look that up eventually.
Yeah, when we actually do homework and research
Yes.
and actually put some quality into this podcast.
Yeah, and we will.
I'm sorry. BeanCast.
Yes, BeanCast. And I love, and it was cool. At first I was kind of thought that the Winter Soldier would end up being the Captain America. Not at the beginning of the series, but back when I knew Captain America was going to end up disappearing or being gone. And I thought the Winter Soldier would be Captain America. But I like, what's the name of the guy that plays Falcon?
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. I like him.
I
I
knew
like
that
him
one.
as an
I'm gonna
actor
have to look it
too.
up.
He's not on the same level as Woody Harrelson to me, but I liked his character. And I don't have a problem with him being Captain America. I thought it was cool. And according to you, his costume looked very much like he did in the comics.
And yeah, whenever he became Captain America,
and he had the
it
shield
was very
and the
reminiscent. Yes.
Yeah.
It
I
was
thought that was awesome.
Oh,
dude.
We said that at the same time.
Beans.
Beans.
All right, they've had enough.
Okay. All right. The exact opposite for me when it comes to, like, when we talked about WandaVision, I came into Falcon and the Winter Soldier completely just not excited for it, because after Endgame and after everything, there was so much bigger things to worry about than Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Earth. But I came into that show, and immediately after the very first episode, I was so excited.
Yeah, because I even didn't watch it the first episode the day it came out. We usually make it a point to invite our entire family over here and watch it and eat something, pizza or whatever.
Pizza, most likely.
And Mountain Dew, of course.
Yes, of course.
Because that is a
Mountain
party.
Dew. Hashtag not sponsored. But like,
and we didn't do it that time. And I think we had a trip, but it wasn't even like high on the priority list.
It wasn't. I actually watched the first episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think like 4 weeks after it came out.
Wow,
and we're like
so
4 episodes in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a lot to watch.
It was really good. It exceeded expectations because WandaVision made them so low.
Yeah, honestly. But even then, I wasn't really excited about when I saw the trailers before then.
Yeah,
anyway.
because it's like, man, I want to see what happens on the timeline.
Right.
Which is what we're going to get into next.
Don't spoil things,
which
man.
is Loki. We're going into Loki now, right? That's
is that the next
one.
show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, man,
out.
we're going to wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so Loki. All right,
Okay,
we're not going to release this today or tomorrow, so you will have had time to watch this.
Okay, well, hold up, though. We still got to put a spoiler warning, okay?
Okay.
Spoilers for Loki. Those other shows have been out for at least a few months, okay?
Yeah, so if you haven't watched it, it's your own fault. I don't know why you haven't watched them. If
You're a chump.
Well, they may not care.
You may not care.
And if you don't, then that's okay.
Still listen to us anyways, because my voice is its own special brand of molasses.
Sit back, Bing, and be quiet. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to Loki. Talk us about Loki.
Spoiler, by the way.
Yeah, spoilers. We already went through that.
Going
into Loki, what was your feelings?
Okay, I honestly didn't care at all, really. I didn't know what it was going to be about.
Now,
I knew kind of there was going to be like different.
Yeah, let me take a step back, and I think that this is your opinion. Okay, we didn't care about Loki at first because it was like he's dead. There was no reason to. I don't know what this is going to be about. And then we saw the trailer. And with the TVA and it being a timeline thing and about the Loki who took the Tesseract and went through that portal during Endgame. And I was like, okay, all right, so this is going to be worth watching because this is going to be about the multiverse and about the timelines.
Right. I thought it was kind of like during Endgame and Loki just disappeared, we knew for a fact that they were going to make it. There's going to be a TV show. They're going to do something with Loki. And I didn't care because...
Well, you knew that. I really didn't guess it.
In Infinity War, he gets his neck stabbed. So we already know how it ends. That's what I thought. So going into Loki... And so then the trailer came out, and I was like, okay, this might actually be a little interesting. And I wasn't just crazy excited for it, but...
Sure. I mean, Loki's awesome. But... like him as a villain or character or whatever, but it wasn't like he's not like my favorite. Thor and Loki and them. They're not like my favorite, even though they're cool. Whatever. I'll watch them, even though I still have not watched Thor: The Dark World. It's like
don't ever watch that movie.
Then it's like I just don't have a reason.
That movie existed.
To be honest, if it wouldn't have been for Endgame, I'd never known their mom died.
Marvel almost forgot that movie existed.
Really?
No, I don't know that.
Oh,
but I would assume so.
I wish they'd forget the new Star Wars movies, but that's beside the point.
I'm sure Marvel did forget the new Star Wars movies.
I'm talking about Disney.
Didn't. So, okay. I wasn't very just excited about it because I figured that they would do all the big steps and the big plays in the movies. I was wrong. Dead wrong. Okay, big spoiler territory. Okay, King the Conqueror is in it. I'm just going all the way, man. King the Conqueror is in it, and they're the reason why Doctor Strange has a multiverse of madness.
And they're also the reason why stinking 3 Spider-Men are going to show up in Far From Home.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
And now that Loki has come out with their final episode, now we know that the multiverse is going and blowing up now and all out of whack. There's no reason why they shouldn't, and very, very soon, come out with a Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. I just really doubt that they don't come out with it in the next few days, or maybe in a week or two because they want to give people time to watch it. But
this is setting up for the next Avengers film. There's going to be another Avengers film. Yeah, I don't know if it'll have any of the original cast or anything, but there's going to be another team up movie where they fight Kang the Conqueror, and it's going to be awesome.
I really don't think that they'll bring. I don't know. They might because it's a timeline. It's going to be a timeline Avengers. With I don't know. Time travel, or not really time travel, but the time. And so they might bring Iron Man back or whatever, but you can already tell that they've been trying to make Spider-Man the new Iron Man. So he'll
in the metaphorical sense, yes.
Yeah. So I think that,
but I've heard both ways. I've heard rumors there's going to be another Iron Man movie and everything. I know there's going to be Ironheart. I think that's a TV show coming out.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting, but I'm not super excited for that because Iron Man's dead. I don't know. It's hard to get me excited about a TV show.
It's hard to get me excited about movies or shows about people who are dead. So that's a good segment. Let's go on since we're running a little low on time. Let's get into our next part about our well, this is one of our final parts here, I think, and then we're going to go into our business idea.
I liked Loki.
I like Loki. Loki was a good TV series.
Watch it. All right.
You have to
9 out of 10 beans.
That's right. We need to be ranking these.
Yeah.
All right, let's start. All right,
WandaVision was a good 2 out of 10 beans.
Okay.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a good, I don't know, I'm going to say 9 out of 10 beans. It was fantastic. I loved it. And then Loki, 9 out of 10 beans.
Okay.
I really enjoyed those.
All right,
was
I'm going to go back to
entertained.
WandaVision, and I'm going to say 1 out of 10 beans because I was so excited about it, and I was like, man, they're going to blow the multiverse up.
And the
Or something like that.
disappointment was
And
insane.
then there was nothing. And then they blew chunks all over Quicksilver, getting him time traveled. And I was like, okay, that's lame. So 1 out of 10 beans for WandaVision. Okay, and then for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, it was very, like I said, very good choreography, all that, very good story. Love the new Captain America, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10 beans because I'm not as gracious. 7 out of 10 beans.
What didn't you like about it? Why does it deserve a 7 though?
I don't know, man.
They pulled out the exact emotions in me that they were trying to pull out. Like, as soon as a new Captain America, I forget his John Walker, I think is his name.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes out, I'm like, I don't like this
forgot
guy.
about
But
him.
you're not supposed to like him. So good job. You
I just
pulled
feel
that
like
out.
anything that doesn't really pertain to Spider-Man is not going to get that many beans from me. Because I'll probably give, unless they, now you ruin Spider-Man, then you'll get like no beans from me.
Well, of course.
But if you do an okay job on
Hashtag
Spider-Man,
multiverse.
you'll get a high number of beans just because it's Spider-Man.
Okay, see, that's what I'm, that's the mindset he goes with literally everything.
So,
including like
this
when
is
it, back to like the
terrible, but
video
it's
game
true.
thing, like that's exactly his mindset towards everything. If it's like, oh, if I'm not familiar with it, if it's not the thing I love, I hate it.
I do
it's
not
terrible.
sound like Donald Trump.
That wasn't Donald Trump, bro. That was country style beans.
No. Okay. So 7 out of 10 beans for Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Okay. What
Even
about
though it was
Loki?
good.
What about
Loki? I'm gonna give it a.
All right, say something.
I know. I don't want to keep silence in here.
We're gonna have to like cut that out or something. Like just trim the silence.
Yeah, we could do that. Okay. Man, I really don't know concerning Loki because it was so good, but I almost want to give it just like a 7 out of 10 because it didn't have Spider-Man.
It is a setup. Oh my goodness.
But it is a setup.
All right, 7
again.
out of 10. No Spider-Man. Cannot recommend. Okay.
No.
All right,
I highly
let's-
recommend Loki. Highly
let's
recommend
move on.
it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 beans just to give it above Falcon and the Winter Soldier because it had multiverse implications.
We were wrapping up this
Which is
early
what I
Christmas
really
present, and we got to talk to you about our shameless promotion. Okay.
No, don't
Tease.
say. No, stop. We got to go back to Black Widow because we watched that last night. Don't talk about it.
No, I forgot about that movie.
Never
and I
watch
watched
a,
it.
never make a movie about a person who is already dead because it doesn't matter. Yes,
Not
you
only
set up
that,
the
it was
Hawkeye
terribly
movie. Yes,
written.
you set up the Hawkeye or TV series, but no one cares about Hawkeye either. No one remembers him. That's why they cut him out of the Avengers for a little bit and then brought him back.
Okay. To be fair, that is one of the only like okay parts of that movie is the fact that Hawkeye is mentioned at the spoiler. Hawkeye's mentioned at the end of it. Okay, you don't want to watch this movie, okay? Because you
don't
want
wanna
to waste of time.
You don't want to spend money on this movie. If it ends up coming out on Disney Plus, and you
It
can,
is out on
no,
Disney
no,
Plus.
and you can watch it without paying money, then watch it. You know, it's Marvel. It was a cool.
No.
It was a fun movie to watch.
I
but
don't think so.
I thought
did
it was.
not enjoy it.
I thought it was okay. I was glad that it was over and I could leave. Let's rank it. We got to give it some beans.
Dude,
or
I
no
give
beans.
it okay.
Are you gonna give it more beans than WandaVision? You gave WandaVision 2 beans.
No, because I came in there with
WandaVision-
low expectations. I knew what it was gonna be. All right, let me backtrack. It wasn't just absolutely terrible, okay? But none of the emotional like reproach of the movie was earned until you saw. Spoiler alert! Until you saw her Natasha Romanoff's gravestone in the end credit scene. That was the only emotion that movie actually earned.
Yeah.
Okay, because they tried to do like this whole like banter with the family, like, oh, they're a family again. They weren't a family. Okay, they were together for 3 years, and they make that very explicit. But for some reason, Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, goes from completely not caring about her fake family to loving them and almost dying for them.
Well, she's a superhero.
Let's not even get into
She's
the
a
fact
hero.
that Taskmaster.
No.
No. I would be okay if it was I wouldn't care if it's a girl.
I guess
Okay,
that's fine.
I don't care it's a girl.
But
what
it
I
needs
care
to be-
about is
yeah.
that every other point about Taskmaster, other than the fact that they have a sword and a shield and it looks kind of similar, is gone. He's a cocky mercenary in the comics. Spider-Man is one of the only ones to actually defeat him. Spider-Man is the best, but
we love you.
we love you, Spider-Man. No, but like beans. No, all right.
Beans.
So
Spider Bean.
Spider beans.
So how many beans do
Spider-Pig.
you give it? I give it 1 out of 10 beans.
That low?
I
don't
almost-
give it that low.
Well, you gave
Because-
WandaVision 2.
Yeah, I know, but WandaVision was a real disappointment. Oh my, I love David Harbour in that film. He was the exact character they needed him to be. He was the comic relief. The problem is that they tried to make her sister, Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh is literally... See, they tried to make her also some comedic relief, and it just didn't work. Because they were... Florence Pugh's character was supposed to be the emotional tie, the sister, because they both thought it was real. They both thought their family was real, or at least it felt more real to them two. Instead, they didn't earn it at all.
Yeah, I thought she did a good job acting, though.
Oh, yeah, the acting is phenomenal in the film.
Yeah, and Scarlett Johansson's a good actor, too.
Yes, she is. It's just, her character's already been developed.
Yeah, and her, not only has it been developed, but her character's also been killed.
Yes, so her actual story is already over.
So how many beans?
This film doesn't matter.
How many beans do you give Black Widow, the movie? And then
4.
4 out of 10 beans.
Slightly below average. 4 out of 10 beans.
4 out of 10 beans.
You know, I was worried that we wouldn't have enough to talk about.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, I hear it. Okay, I'm gonna give it 3 out of 10 beans, mainly because I'm a little bit more disappointed than you in everything.
I guess so.
But
I find listen.
I definitely like because the fighting was better and the acting. I guess the acting was better. I haven't watched WandaVision in so long to really tell you my opinion on the acting because I like Paul Bettany. I think he's a good actor, but stinking Black Widow just didn't matter. But WandaVision was just garbage to me, man. I hated it.
They tried to fabricate an arc for Black Widow, like in the terms of, you know, she doesn't care about her family to caring about her family, which could be a solid arc if she didn't already have a family in the Avengers. They mention it and they try to solidify her as an Avenger.
They mentioned her being an Avenger like 20 times in that movie.
It's like, we get it. We saw her die in the film to save the Avengers.
She earned her spot on the Avengers.
That is not in question.
We aren't
She
worried
earned
about
her spot more than Hawkeye. If Hawkeye would have jumped off the cliff,
Hawkeye tried to.
Yeah.
Hawkeye tried to. And he is if he wouldn't have left, if he wouldn't have left for a time.
When did he leave? He was in every Avengers movie.
Remember?
Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right. So, I give it, what did I say? I said 3 out of 10 beans. You give it 4 out of 10 beans.
I was still entertained. Okay, the set pieces were phenomenal.
I was sad.
They had some cool looking places.
Sad that the bad guy blew up and didn't fall down.
Really?
A little fact about me, I love watching villains fall down. I love it.
Darth Maul.
Love it. I love watching them fall down.
Evil dude from Temple of Doom.
Yes, I love seeing him fall down. I love seeing Darth Maul fall down in 2 pieces.
Let's see, who else falls down?
I love the bad guy off of Mission Impossible Fallout, played by Henry Cavill.
Yes.
He'd get stabbed in the head with that hook and then get flung down. That was awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and then the bad guy on the Tenet, seeing him fall down that boat and flop around.
Yeah, man, that was like a rag doll, dude.
Yeah. So anyway, I love that. Anyway, but Black Widow, 3 out of 5, 3 out of 10.
It was very unsatisfying the way he died. The more I think about it.
Yeah, and that's because I was waiting. I was expecting him to fall down.
They built this dude up as like the worst kind of person ever,
and he kind of was.
No, yeah, he was, but he died in the most unsatisfying way.
Yeah.
Like, at least have one of the main characters kill him directly instead of through an explosion.
That was one of the never mind. I won't.
By the way, that CGI in that explosion was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it really was.
It looked like a B movie. It was so bad.
Yeah. All right, so you give it 4 out of 10. Cut that part, okay?
What? The
burp? You're just burping.
No, I think that's fantastic.
No. So you give it
this.
So you give it 4 out of 10 beans, and I give it 3 out of 10 beans. Y'all, we're gonna rate everything by beans because we all beans here. Beans. Okay.
Beans.
All right, we're gonna say that for later.
Right.
Okay, now we are starting a business. All right, and I say a business, but
BeanCast. We're starting a podcast called the Bean. Wait, that's what we're doing.
This is the BeanCast.
Sorry.
Now look, we aren't gonna get no business license, whatever. But we're gonna do a little side business, a little side project. That
we will sell you,
and we are going to be selling. No, it's not illegal. We're gonna get the machine. We're gonna get the work. Put in the work. We're going to make it happen, Captain.
That's right. We're going to put more work into this thing we're about to shamelessly promote than the podcast.
Yes.
So you know it's going to be top quality.
All right. We are going to be selling T-shirts. And it is Tees by Beans.
Tease my beans.
No, Tees.
Tease by beans.
Tees by Beans.
Tease by beans.
Tees by Beans, okay? We're selling T-shirts. We'll let everybody know whenever it's ready, or we're going to be really in business and we know what we're actually doing. But we're already going to make it happen, okay?
It's already in motion. We've thought about it, and that's the biggest step.
That is the biggest step for us. Okay. Tees by Beans. If you will have a design you want printed off, then you can let us know about it.
And we'll do it. We will explain to you exactly why we can't do it.
No, we will do our best to do it. I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to do it. Okay, and then obviously we're going to design our own T-shirts and sell them too. And not just about the BeanCast, even though we will have BeanCast T-shirts from Tees by Beans. But also we'll design some of our own T-shirts and sell those as well. And you will help to fund this BeanCast and also our projects, our other projects that we do.
But it's not like Patreon where you're like, oh, you get a shout out. Oh, look, you get a name on the wall. No, you're getting a product.
Yeah, you're getting a product.
A tee.
You're gonna buy a T-shirt.
Bean.
But you're gonna buy high quality T-shirts because we ain't gonna mess nobody over because we're all beans here. We're all a part of the Bean family.
We're all brethren.
Beans.
And
brethren beans.
Brethreness? Sisters? No.
The brotherhood is like brothers and sisters. It's a part of being a family.
Brotherhood and sisterhood. The priesthood. No.
No, the
beanhood. The beanhood.
Yes.
There you go.
The beanhood.
Beanhood.
All right.
Okay.
Tees by Beans. It's a legitimate thing because we are legitimately going to do it because we have told you that we are, and it would be shameful if we didn't because we are legitimate.
And this podcast will be everywhere, so.
Yeah, we already know Woody Harrelson's going to be listening in on it. So is Andrew Garfield and
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, those three. Nobody else can, but everybody.
And Mama.
Else. Oh yeah, and Mom, we know you hearing. No, you probably haven't listened this far. You get enough of us during
I don't know. She might actually find this entertaining.
She might. She might not. She might get bored.
Who else talks about their mom on a podcast? You know what? Not enough people talk about their mom.
They really don't.
Let's get some respect for some moms out there.
Yay to the Beanhood moms. Okay.
Because
so this has been we're gonna move on because I do have to sleep tonight, believe it or not. I'm gonna do my best. The BeanCast episode 1, it is finished. We appreciate y'all joining us. We had a good time.
Look out for more.
Look out for more. We're definitely going to be doing it some more. We're going to try doing it.
I thoroughly enjoyed this.
I did too, and it's not hard to do.
No, it's not.
We're going to be trying to come out with a new episode once a week if we possibly can. Our work schedule has been really busy, and so we'll do our best. Tees by Beans from the BeanCast. Be on the lookout.
Don't forget sending us games for Kent to play.
Yes, because I need new games.
He needs new life in him. Yeah, his brain can only shrink so much.
And if you want us to watch a movie and give our opinions on that movie,
we won't.
Then tell us.
We would already have seen it.
And as long as it's not a terrible movie that we really don't want to watch, I'm just
like
kidding.
Black Widow.
No, we'll watch it.
We'll give every movie
as long as it's not inappropriate
chance.
and nasty. We'll watch it.
Yeah, Black Widow was very.
And if you're listening
and nasty.
Well, it was just a bad movie.
Which is inappropriate and nasty.
Okay. Y'all give us your recommendations. We hope you enjoy the BeanCast. We hope to see you the next time the BeanCast casts more beans. Blah.